There was a video on social media that was trending of two people in a relationship. It was an older man in his 50s from a Shembe church who was marrying a 19-year-old in the church with the permission of her parents. In the comment section in all social media, there was two groups of people. Those who argue that this is wrong, those who are arguing that there's nothing wrong with this. So let me go through the arguments of those who are saying this is wrong. A group of people that are not consistent. Argument number one, they say this girl, because she's 19-year-old, she's literally a child. She's too young to get married, number one. She's also way too young to get married to a 50-year-old in the church. And they're literally saying that there's no way that the judgment of the parents was correct. There is no way that even the judgment of the 19-year-old was correct. Probably they're taking advantage of her. Probably the old man is taking advantage of the 19-year-old. That's number one. They're also saying the parents, their judgment was not correct. And also the parents are taking advantage of the 19-year-old for the advantage of the 50-year-old. So when they say she's literally young, she's literally a child, meaning she's not capable of making that decision. Or if she is making that decision, therefore she's wrong. Or she didn't think this one through. Or she's not aware of the big decision that she's taking. Point number two, they're saying she's immatured to get married because she's a 19-year-old. She's literally young. She's a child. She's not capable of making that wise decision. Therefore, her decision to get in a relationship and her decision to get married, it is immature. We shouldn't take that one serious. We shouldn't be entertaining it or entertaining this as love or entertaining this as a good marriage. Their argument number three, they're saying that this 19-year-old girl, she's wrong, or it is wrong that she's getting into a relationship or even getting married to the older man who is 50-year-old, around 50-year-old. Therefore, it is morally wrong. They don't support it. No one should be supporting this. And they are saying, that's why they're saying this is wrong, because the older man is taking an advantage of the 19-year-old girl. Basically, they're saying this shouldn't exist. This should not be happening. We do not want to see such marriages. We do not want to see such situations in the society. So their argument is threefold.
Guys, and welcome. This is the Coffee with Jay. I hope you guys are doing great. Now, there is growing concerns over the child marriages that are conducted at the Church of Nazareth, popularly known as the Shembe Church. A lot of these videos that we have seen are really cringy because it's young girls that are marrying very old men. Now, I don't know whether this is because these men have a lot of money and the families don't mind, but honestly, would absolutely love to know what exactly goes on here, because these are kids. These are kids at the end of the day, and their youth is being taken away from them by old men who have exhausted their own lives, I'm afraid. Now, what is this? What is this practice called? Because these men apparently marry these girls as virgins. In most cases, these men already have wives that have children that are even older than the wives they are marrying. And it's really shocking how their families can let this happen. But obviously, if it's a church practice, maybe that's how it is respected and there's nothing much they can do to stop this. But this is coming across as grooming, because you're just taking a child and raising them for yourself, and guys, no, forcing them into adulthood. It is really, really cringy. It makes my skin crawl. Why is this being allowed in our society? That is a kid. That is a child. Now, we obviously saw some Kanda Kumbi marrying his third wife, Zama. People, and I included, enjoyed seeing those videos of Zama gracefully dancing. But do we know what happens behind the curtains? What happens when the music stops? I wonder.
Yabona. Bathi bacela wena bekade bedlula abashumayeli labathi kodwa lo
Bavele kuthiwa isithembu sami Shembe.
isithembu sakhe.
Isithembu sami.
Anikhulumele tade nisho umshumela ngabofile ngithi.
Kade nithini kanti?
Kade nithini.
Hawu, kuba isithembu sami ngizokuxabanisa nomngame. Ngizokhuluma naye. Nobabili. Manje ngizokhuluma naye ke nobabili akuyona inkinga. Mina nginganithatha nobabili akuyona inkinga. Kodwa manje ngizokhuluma naye nivumelane yes.
Hayi selisenethini-ke sengihlanganisa umuzi-ke la vele uyabona ukuthi umkhumbi uyanyakaza esihlahleni ebuhleni sekonakele.
Nina nisonta kaShembe ngicela nikhulume neqiniso. Nine treasure box yomshado ngisho. Kunomshado lapha guys. Lapha kunomshado mina vele nyesonta khona banomshado labantu laba guys. Lapha kunomshado lapha. Ongashadanga vele sho ukuthi yena akafuna ukushada ngoba banomshado. Umshado banawo guys. Bane treasure box yomshado lapha nathi ukuthi kumele basitshele iqiniso lapha ukuthi vele ikhona. Kunomshado lapha guys. Mina vele ngiyisontela khona Shembe.
So I have the following points to point out, and let me know if you can answer this. Let me know if this is logical. When a 19-year-old decides to join the military and fight wars in foreign lands and die young, and even die for the country, we do not say this is wrong. We salute it. We say this is okay, meaning it's okay to end such a young life in such an early stage. It's okay for a young 19-year-old to die in wars, in foreign wars. You say this is fine. Because nowadays, a 19-year-old, whether male or female, can join the military whenever they want. They can go in the front lines. They can fight wars. So when this happens, we salute this. We say, thank you for saving our country. And we salute this. We say this is fine. And when they die, we say they are dying for the country. They're dying for a just cause. This is fine. When democracy was established in South Africa, we all supported democracy. We all saluted and said democracy is okay. We all want this freedom. This freedom came in South Africa, which says that anyone of legal age can do anything they want in this country. The legal age is 18-year-old. And the 19-year-old or 18-year-old can do anything with their body, whatever they want. They can get into a relationship with anyone, with or without the permission of their parents. They can do abortions with or without family or parents' permission. And we don't mind that. An adult of legal age, whether 18 or 19, we allow them, we say they can do anything with their body, whether they do sex, whether they do tattoos. We do not ask questions. They do not need anyone's permission, and we are okay with that, all of us, including those who are opposing. When a 19-year-old of a legal age, a young adult making a decision, they all agree with this. And most people do not have a problem when an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old use their bodies for whatever they want, whether they sleep with anyone they want, whether they do tattoos on their bodies, whether they do abortion, whether they get pregnant, they don't mind. Whether they sleep around, they don't mind. Right now, today, we still have a democracy in this country. When a 19-year-old decides to find love or to get married to a love of her life, which is an older man, the same people who support democracy, they scream and say a person of a legal age, a 19-year-old, cannot exercise her democratic right of choosing who to marry whenever she wants. They are the ones who start abandoning democracy.
You know what I find weird about this picture? A lot of you are angry here on social media. You're even hosting lives. You're making noise that the people in Shembe, they're grooming these girls. It's wrong and all of these things. But what I find weird is this. Whenever there are young girls on social media that are busy with rich older men, maybe billionaires or millionaires, you guys never see anything wrong with it. Instead, you encourage them. You tell them, secure your bag, honey. Yo, Vele, we've been dating for free for most of our lives. Go get it. But when there is a young girl who choose to do the opposite of all of you guys were doing in your younger days. Because the people who are angry is all the women, majority. She chooses to become a wife. Because nobody forced her, nobody pointed a gun in the head. But Lona, you are saying whatever is happening here is wrong. She needs to be rescued and all these things. Why aren't you guys rescuing those girls that are sleeping with rich men in hotels, in clubs, and all these things? Lawana linalidi double standard. There's a certain type of men that you guys perceive that it's okay when younger girls are chasing after these things. But when it's just an ordinary man who wants to marry this girl and give her a marriage, you guys have an issue. And this girl, let's just say that she chose this for herself. Where do you guys fit in all of this? Because whenever people speak about these young girls that are dating Nigerians and all these things, you guys never complain. Instead, you encourage it. Why does I encourage you, Linyalo Langwano? That this girl is not gonna be like a lot of you. She's not gonna sleep around. She's not gonna be busy with a lot of men. She's likely going to have structure. But you guys want to nitpick on the things that you guys support and make it as if like whatever this girl is doing is wrong. If an 18-year-old can choose to be a wife, and an 18-year-old that will choose to sleep with multiple men for handbags and alcohol, why do you see anything wrong in this? But you encourage the other one. You know why? Because misery loves company. A lot of you speak morality today. Where was your morality? A lot of you played with your bodies. You played with your bodies. You slept with old men for nothing. You never gained anything. Today, you're calling out Jesus' name over the roofs. You're speaking in tongues. Save me, Lord. But today you have an issue with this girl choosing to not play with her body and stay with one man in her life. You guys discourage women that want to protect their chastity. You discourage women that want to be wives. Because you know why? Most of you've never had men that wanted to honor you when they broke your virginity. That's why you discourage this whole thing. You act as if you got this moral compass. But use you for virginity, and men are still playing you to this day. And this girl chose the right lottery. She's getting married at the tender age of 18. But Lona, even at age of 35, nobody is coming to knock at your house to come pick you guys. And I think that's why a lot of you have problems with this thing. Now, because if your guys' morality was in check, you wouldn't be promoting and celebrating young girls that are busy sleeping with rich old men. Or just older guys with money. Labona Ronaldi double standard. Nah, I'm in support of this girl. She knows that she is not supposed to be sleeping around. Team, my body, my choice. It is her body. But you guys want to overstep on her choice. You don't even believe in the things that you're saying. You're overstepping on other people's rights just because it makes you feel a certain way. It is her body. It is her choice. But you guys now you're saying it's wrong. But when you guys preach this my body, my choice thing, everybody must just, okay, no, a woman can sleep around and nothing is going to happen. She doesn't want to sleep around and nothing is going to happen. Let's just stick with that metric that it's you guys who are saying my body, my choice, not the man. She is playing her right of using her body differently from you guys. She doesn't want to become a sex toy.
How do you decide to pick and choose which part of democracy we want? So now, when a 19-year-old girl starts making a decision, exercising her democratic rights, you want to abandon the democratic principles. Why? Why not be consistent? Why not be supportive of a democratic right of a person? You may not agree, you may disagree with it, but you should at least acknowledge that the person is exercising their democratic right, as you should also support it, as you do also support it. When it comes to principles, we need to throw away our emotions and abide by the principles that we have supported from the very beginning. If you support democracy, support it all the way. If you do not support democracy, you need to say it and don't support it all the way, including voting and everything else. Do you support democracy? Yes or no? Make a choice, make a move, and whatever move you make, you need to be consistent all the way. And if you don't choose democracy, be consistent and go to a country where there's no democracy. And when you get there, do not demand your rights. You need to surrender all your rights and live by whatever principle that you want to live in. When a 19-year-old sleeps around and she jumps from one playful boyfriend to another, you say she's old enough. She can do whatever she wants with her body. You do not mind. You actually support that. And you even say she's old enough. She's getting experience. She's living a normal teenage life. That's what you say. When a 19-year-old girl, she drinks alcohol, she smokes, she goes grooving at night, whether in taverns or in clubs, you don't mind. You actually support this. And you say she's happy. She's happy. She's old enough. She's living her life. She can do whatever she wants. She's free. She's old enough. That's what you say. When she joins teenage pregnancy statistics and she becomes a drunkard, you don't say this is wrong. You just tag along. But when a 19-year-old girl, she starts making a decent decision to get married to a person she deems as a love of her life, with the blessings of the parents, with the blessings of the church, with the blessings of her own heart, and she do this, you find an issue. You say this is wrong. You say everyone is taking advantage of her, including herself. She's taking advantage of herself. So that means you do not take serious the decision that she's making. You do not consider her as an adult. You consider her as an adult when she's doing other things, or you consider her of legal age when she's doing other things that you approve. When she's doing other things that you do not approve, even though she's still of legal age, you don't support it. You say this is wrong. Why? So according to you, what do you want a 19-year-old to do after matric? Let's assume she's finished her matric. We don't know, but let's assume. What do you want a 19-year-old to do from now on? Do you want every 19-year-old girl to follow your footsteps? To follow and do anything and everything that you have done from 19-year-old to the age that you are right now? Do you think every 19-year-old will do everything the same way? Do you think there's a blueprint for the 19-year-old girl that they need to follow? If there is such, what is it? Where is it? Let's look at it. Maybe we'll agree with you. So let's assume you want a 19-year-old after matric to go to a college, to go to a university, or to be working in some shop somewhere, in some retailer somewhere, or in some job somewhere. You want her to make some money. Let's assume that's what you want. Not all 19-year-olds will do things the same way. Not all 19-year-olds will go to the university, to the college, or to get a job. Others will get married. Do you have a problem with that? Others will get married to their same age. Others will get married to people who are a little bit older than them. Other 19-year-olds will get married to older men. Do you have a problem with that? And why? Is she your child? We are sorry to tell you that people are diverse. People are different. People are not the same. People do not hold same values. People do not hold same traditions, same beliefs, or same religious beliefs, or do not go to the same churches. We are sorry to tell you that, if you didn't know. I repeat, a 19-year-old girl, she is of legal age. She is literally an adult. You can say a young adult, but she's still an adult. In that regard, she's not a child, because she can make adult decisions, whether to work, whether to get married, whether to get into a relationship, whether to do sex, whether to do abortions, whether to go to school, whether to do whatever she wants. She can travel without the permissions of her parents. She can go even overseas without anyone's permission. She's 19-year-old of legal age. She can drink, she can smoke, She can do anything she wants, with or without the permission of the parents. And there's nothing anyone can do, including the parents, including you. So when you say this is wrong, who is it wrong for? It is wrong to who? There is no crime here. No one is committing a crime. The 50-year-old man is not committing a crime. The parents are not committing a crime. The 19-year-old is not committing a crime. There's no crime here. No one is committing a crime. What do you mean? What standard are you using? So you say it is wrong. Wrong for who? Wrong for you? Or wrong for someone else? There's nothing that is wrong here. The third person is not needed in this situation. There is no crime. There's no need to intervene. If there was a crime, you could intervene, but you're not needed here. You are not invited. The situation does not allow you. The legal age situation does not allow you. In conclusion, would you want your 19-year-old girl to get into a relationship or even get married to a 15-year-old? Maybe not. Probably not. Probably that's why you are intervening into this issue, or you want to have a voice in this issue. You think the 19-year-old is your child. I don't even think you'll even entertain the idea of a relationship with a 19-year-old, or even the idea of a marriage of your 19-year-old. Just like me, I wouldn't want. That's why other people in Zulu or Xhosa, they will say, Ungenaphi wena? Ungenaphi? And they will say, where do you enter? Where do you enter in this situation? What does this have to do with you? It has nothing to do with you. Would I want my 19-year-old girl to get married or even get into a relationship with a 50-year-old? Nope, I would not. Just like you, I would not want that. My 19-year-old probably would not even be in a relationship. I would not even give that permission, even though it's not needed. My permission is not needed. She's of legal age. She can do whatever she wants, but I would not support it. So me and you, with our own children, with our own 19-year-old girls, would not want them to get married, would not want them to get married or get in a relationship with a 50-year-old, which is true, we would not. But when it comes to this situation, this 19-year-old is not our child. She's not our girl. Even our 19-year-old girls, we do not have that control. We cannot tell them what to do, what not to do, because they are of legal age. They can decide to listen or not listen to what we are saying. They can decide to marry a 60-year-old, and there's nothing. We have no power whatsoever. We have nothing to do about that. When the government said the legal age is 18 years, no one protested. You did not protest, and you did not object to the law. And now, here we are. An 18-year-old is of legal age and they can do anything they want. They can even arrest their parents, and you've got nothing to do. And you've got no power against that. Which legal age do you want? Do you want 25 to be legal age? Do you want 22? Do you want 30 to be legal age? Unfortunately, it's too late for you to tell us that 25 years is a legal age. And the government may even decide to drop it to 16. I can't imagine how crazy you'll go when that happens. And when the legal age is 16, a 16-year-old girl can decide to get married to a 50-year-old man or a 60-year-old man. You can call it pedophile, you can call it wrong, you can call it whatever you want, any name you can give it, but it won't be a crime. It will be legal, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can scream online, but there's nothing you can do. You cannot change it, unfortunately. Now you want to protest online when a 19-year-old decides to marry a 15-year-old, a man she actually loves, her husband. What's wrong with you?